भक्त सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेमालतिकार मूल। माधव तिथि भक्ति जननी यतने पालन कोरी। कृष्ण वसति वसति बोली परमादरे बोरी। आदरे बोरी। गौर आमार ए सब स्थाने करल भ्रमण रंगे। ये सब स्थाना हेरि बोआमी प्रणाई भगत संगे। मृदंगवाद्य शून्यते माना अवसर सदा जाचे। गौरविहित कीर्तन शून्य आनंदे हृदय नाचे। जुगल मूर्ति देखिया मोर परम आनंद होया। प्रसाद सेवा करीते होया सकल प्रपंच जाया। जे दिन गृहे भजन देखी गृह ते गोलोक भाया। चरण सीधु देखिया गंगा शोक नासी माँ पाया। तुलसी देखी जुड़ाय प्राण माधव तोषणी जानी। गौर प्रिय शाक सेवने जीवन सार्थक मानी। भक्ति विनोद कृष्ण भजने अनुकूल पाया जहाँ। प्रति दिवसे परम सुखे स्वीकार करये ताहाँ। शुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु भजना अनुकूल। भक्त सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेमालतिकार मूल। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। Hare Krishna. So we'll just go through the meaning of this bhajan first. शुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूल, मीन शुद्ध भक्तों की चरण रज ही भजन के अनुकूल हैं। भक्त सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेम लतिकार मूल, भक्तों की सेवा ही परम सिद्धि है तथा प्रेम रूपी लता का मूल अथवा जड़ है। माधव तिथि भक्ति जननी जतने पालन करी, माधव तिथि अर्थात एकादशी भक्ति देने वाली है, इसलिए मैं यत्न पूर्वक इसका पालन करता हूँ। कृष्ण वसती वसती बोली परम आदरे बोरी, मैं श्री कृष्ण के धाम को ही आदर पूर्वक अपना निवास स्थान चुनता हूँ। गौर अमार ये सब स्थाने करल भ्रमण रंगे, ये सब स्थान हरिबो अमी प्रणय भकत संगे। मेरे गौर सुंदर ने जिन जिन स्थानों में आदर पूर्वक भ्रमण किया, मैं भी प्रेमी भक्तों के साथ उन उन स्थानों का दर्शन करूंगा। मृदंग वाद्य सुनीते मन अवसर सदा याचे, गौर विहित कीर्तन सुनी आनंद हृदय नाचे। मृदंग की मधुर ध्वनि को सुनने के लिए मेरा मन सर्वदा लालायित रहता है तथा श्री गौर सुंदर द्वारा प्रवर्तित कीर्तनों को सुनकर आनंद से भरकर मेरा हृदय नाचने लगता है। जुगल मूर्ति देखिया मोर परम आनंद है, प्रसाद सेवा करिते है सकल प्रपंच जाए। जुगल मूर्ति का दर्शन कर मुझे परम आनंद प्राप्त होता है। महाप्रसाद का सेवन करने से मैं माया को भी जीत लेता हूँ। जे गृहे जे दिन गृहे भजन देखी, गृहे ते गोलोक भाई, चरण सीधु देखिया गंगा सुखन सीमा पाए। जिस दिन घर में भजन कीर्तन होता है उस दिन घर साक्षात गोलोक हो जाता है। श्री भगवान का चरणामृत और श्री गंगा जी का दर्शन करके तो सुख की सीमा ही नहीं रहती। तुलसी देखी जुड़ाए प्राण माधव तोषणी जानी, गौर प्रिय शाक सेवने जीवन सार्थक मानी। माधव प्रिया तुलसी जी का दर्शन कर त्रितापों से दग्ध हुआ हृदय सुशीतल हो जाता है। गौर सुंदर के प्रिय साक का आस्वादन करने में ही मैं जीवन की सार्थकता मानता हूँ। भक्ति विनोद कृष्ण भजने अनुकूल पाए यहाँ, प्रति दिवसे परम सुखे स्वीकार करे ताहा। कृष्ण भजन के अनुकूल जीवन निर्वाह के लिए जो कुछ पाता है, यह भक्ति विनोद प्रतिदिन उसे सुखपूर्वक ग्रहण करते हैं। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरतिशे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we would like to welcome all the devotees for today's auspicious morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today is auspicious day of Ekadashi, okay, and also today is auspicious day of Srila Narahari Sarkar's disappearance day. So we will try to discuss both these topics in today's class. So I'd like to seek the blessings of all senior Vaishnavas present here, so that whatever I speak is in parampara and meant to glorify the Lord, and it helps us to purify our hearts also. Hare Krishna. So this bhajan that we sang just now is very very wonderful because it's written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, explaining the various ways by which we can progress in bhakti very swiftly. Hmm? So, to do the bhakti, there are different methods. But in this song, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling us some particular ways by which one can, increase his bhakti very swiftly. And so that is what we saw in the list. And especially he says in the second verse, Madhava Tithi Bhakati Janani Jatane Palana Kari, means Madhava Tithi. This Ekadashi is called a Madhava Tithi. So Madhava Tithi means those days which are very potent in giving us the love of God, which can help us to go towards Lord Madhav, that is Lord Krishna. You can make leaps and bounds of progress. So that is called Madhav Tithi. Hmm? So the Ekadashi is called Bhakti Janani, means it is the mother of devotion. So the Ekadashi is very dear to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Out of the 15 the tithis, the Ekadashi is considered very, very auspicious. It's very dear to the Lord. So you will see that many of the Vaishnavas and even non-Vaishnavas also they follow this Ekadashi Tithi very strictly. Jatane Palana Kori means we should try to follow this to the best of the ability possible. Hmm? So, as you have heard this word called upavas. So, generally people consider upavas means that I should not eat anything. That is called upavas. Yes, of course, that is one of the aspects of the upavas, correct? But the purpose of that should also be understood. Hmm? So, the literal meaning of the word upavas, if you see, upa means near, vas means to stay. So upavas means to stay near. So to stay near what? To stay near the Supreme Lord. So upavas is a day where we should actually spend our time to stay near the Supreme Lord. So to stay near Supreme Lord means should we go and sit inside the altar there? Is that the meaning of staying near the Supreme Lord? Huh? Staying near the Supreme Lord means by the bhakti activities. So we are able to, with our mind, stay near the Supreme Lord. Correct? So, in this way, so as I said, that many people think upavas means to not just eat anything, but the purpose of that is mentioned that we can get more time to do our bhajan and kirtan and sadhana on this day, because the purpose of human life is to do the bhajan so that we can attain the goal of our human life, that is Krishna Prem. That's the goal of our human life. Every day morning also we say. So when we restrict our eating to the minimum on Ekadashi days, as generally people follow this, not eating or eating very less. Um, so by this, what happens is that we get more time. We get more time, so that that time can be utilized for increasing our spiritual activities. So as devotees, we try to chant more rounds on this Ekadashi day. So whatever you have committed, the number of rounds, so we should try to do little more than that on Ekadashi day, because many shastras say that you do little bit of bhakti on Ekadashi day, it gives you almost 1,000 times the benefit of doing the same bhakti activity on other days. Correct? So that's one of the great potential of Ekadashi day. So of course, even scientists also, some of them have discovered. Uh, I heard a few years ago, some two Japanese scientists they got Nobel Prize for um, saying that through the research they found out that if anybody does not eat anything 2 days in a month, so his cells are more powerful, and his lifespan will increase by 7 to 10 years. So he'll become more healthy, because every day the machine is running, and if you give a break uh, for 2 days a month, they proved that if you give like this break, then the efficiency of the body will also increase, they are saying. So even materially speaking also, if somebody restricts his eating like this on 2 days a month, then his health will also improve. Mm, mm. Of course, we don't follow Ekadashi just for improving our material health, but we take the spiritual aspect of it more seriously. So these scientists, they are giving such results, and they're getting Nobel Prize for that. But if you see, so many millions of years ago only, our ancestors in India, we were all following this actually. Correct? And what is that? It's Ekadashi. 2 days a month it comes, right? 2 days a month. And people used to fast on Ekadashi. And automatically their health and spiritual, materially, everything was taken care. Correct. So like this, the spiritual life, it is being followed by our people in India for millions of years. But these scientists nowadays they are doing some research and getting some patents or Nobel Prize for their researches. So in this way, we should develop faith in our spiritual processes that we are following, like waking up early in the morning, brahma muhurta, right? There are nowadays doctors are saying that even diseases which cannot be cured by any of the medicines can be cured just by waking up in the early morning and taking a bath. Right. So but this system we are already following brahma muhurta, right? Glories of brahma muhurta we know. So like that. So also it's mentioned that on Ekadashi day, one should not consume any grains. Hmm? So if even if, of course, Ekadashi fasting can be done at different levels. So somebody could do a complete fast, that is an Nirjala fast, no even water. Hmm? That is the complete Ekadashi, which generally people would be following, right? But if somebody feels that that is very difficult for me, then he could take some water and then continue his fast, you know? And that is called Sajala fast. Okay. Or some of them do Phala fast, means they take only fruits and they fast. Okay. And if somebody feels that is also a little tough, then he could as well take some prasad. Okay. So once in a day he can take, right? If that is also difficult, okay, twice in a day, that's not a problem. So but the content of the prasad, right, it's mentioned that one should not consume grains prasad on this day. Grains means rice, wheat, hmm, or any grams like urad dal or channa dal or moong dal, any dal, pulses, right? And any beans, etc. And also few sabjis are also only recommended to be consumed. Like bottle gourd, pumpkin, this can be consumed, correct? Cucumber can be consumed, carrot can be consumed. Correct. So so different shastras they prescribed what can be consumed, what cannot be consumed. Like groundnuts can be consumed, dry fruits they can be consumed, milk products can be consumed. Hmm? So in this way, on Ekadashi day, if one keeps a fast by not consuming the grains, and also using the time available more for spiritual activities, he can make tremendous advancement in his bhakti, right? So we can we can end this Zoom, no? Screen share. Okay. So so that is why in the evening also we do kirtans here in temple on every Ekadashi. You can also join, whoever is free. 6:30 onwards we have kirtan till 8:30, and we also serve Ekadashi prasad to everybody. Correct. So we request all of you who are regularly coming to temple, many of the students, so you can try to do this fasting on Ekadashi days. So come on Ekadashi day to temple in the morning and attend the full morning program and take Ekadashi prasad only. And evening also you can come here and take Ekadashi prasad. So in this way you can start following Ekadashi in your personal life. Hare Krishna. So also today is a very auspicious day of the disappearance of Srila Narahari Sarkar. Okay, Narahari Sarkar. So just like in this song also we heard that Shuddha Bhakata Charana Renu Bhajana Anukula means service to the great devotees, is the secret by which we can advance in the bhakti. Hmm? शुद्ध भगत चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूल भगत सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेम लतिकार मूल. Bhakata Seva means service to the devotees is a very easy method for advancing in our bhakti, right? So, how do we serve devotees? Of course, we serve physically. Whoever is available here, Maybe you can serve prasad to them, or give them some help, right? Or you can, in this way we can serve devotees. Mm. And also hearing about the devotees, senior devotees, the advanced souls, that is also service to them. By understanding their glories and trying to apply their life, whatever they did in our life, correct, that is also service to them. Because the great souls, um, they show great qualities, they do great work in this world, not just to seek appreciation from everybody. That मैं इतना किया आप ताली बजाओ नहीं. So they are doing it so that the conditioned souls like all of us, you and me, can implement some one fraction of what they have done in their lives, and follow in their footsteps, correct. So today we'll try to hear about Shri Narahari Sarkar. So he's one of the very close and intimate associates of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so all of us know Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world 500 years ago. So in the land of Navadvip in Bengal. And as you know, when Lord comes to this world, he does not come alone, but he comes with many of his associates who are his intimate devotees, right? And in this way, through his devotees, he teaches to the world uh, how the bhakti is performed, right? So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 500 years ago to teach how one can do the bhakti to attain the supreme attainment, which is love for Krishna in Vrindavan. Okay, so this is a special purpose for which Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world, and to give atyanta durlabha prema koribare dana shikaye sharanagati bhakatera prana is mentioned. That atyanta durlabha prema means the very very rare prema. In order to give that, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to this world. And what is that supremely rare prema? That is the love of the gopis of the Vrindavan. So, Ramya Kachid Upasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Ya Kalpita. It is glorified that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying the gopis of the Vrindavan as the topmost devotees of the Supreme Lord. So, as you know, when say a prime minister comes to a particular place, does the prime minister come alone? No, he comes with all his team of ministers and security guards and all. That's how a prime minister will come. Similarly, when Lord comes, he comes with his entire kingdom of God here, along with his so many intimate devotees. Okay. So there's a book called Gaur Ganodesh Deepika, written by one devotee called Kavi Karnapur. So in that book, he says the different devotees, what is their original swarupa in the spiritual world. See, the intimate associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are all the Nitya Siddhas. Nitya Siddhas means they are eternally liberated souls. They are always in the spiritual world doing pastimes with the Supreme Lord. Okay. But for the purpose of performing the pastimes with the Supreme Lord, they come here along with the Supreme Lord. They do their assigned activities and their sevas, and then finally, when the Lord calls them back, they will go back to their eternal service in the Golok Vrindavan, back again. Okay, so like that, Kavi Karnapur in his book Gaur Ganodesh Deepika, he has told us the particular devotees and what is their original swarupa in the spiritual world, Golok Vrindavan also. So now today we are discussing about this Acharya. His name is Narahari Sarkar. So in shloka number 177, he says, Pura Madhupudi. So all of you can repeat after me. Pura Madhupati Pranam Sakhi Vrindavan Stitham Adhuna Naraharyakhyam Sarkara Prabho Priyah. Once again we'll recite. Pura Madhupati Pranam Sakhi Vrindavan Stitham Adhuna Narayanyakhyam Adhuna Naraharyakhyam Sarkara Prabho Priyah. So Pura means previously. Madhumati. So previously, this personality, Narahari Sarkar, was named Madhumati. So Madhumati is a gopi in the spiritual world who is an assistant to Srimati Radharani. Prana Sakhi Vrindavane Sthitha. So she was the life of Srimati Radharani. In the sense she was a very very deep intimate associate of Srimati Radharani in Vrindavan. Vrindavane Sthitha. Okay. Aduna means now. Aduna Narahari Akhya. So in the name of Narahari Sarkar. Sarkara Narahari. Okay. Prabhu Priyaha. Here Prabhu is Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Narahari Sarkar previously was a gopi in the spiritual world, assistant to Srimati Radharani, and it is said the word Madhumati, right? With the name we can understand. Madhu means honey. So she had the service of offering sweet honey to the Lord Radha and Krishna. Okay, so this was her service in the spiritual world. Okay, um, so we should know that in the spiritual world, eternally the devotees are serving Radha and Krishna in various ways. Okay, different devotees are given different sevas there. Um, so the sevas are very simple. Hmm? But the beauty of bhakti is that the simple sevas, but when done with devotion, right, it can fulfill the heart. It can fill our hearts with so much of happiness and bliss. Correct, and one feels this is everything. There is nothing more than this. So you can see in the spiritual world, the gopis, they are all doing simple sevas, right? They are all milking cows. They are churning butter, right? And they are growing crops. They're taking care of cows. So in this way, very very simple services, uh, when done with devotion, is very pleasing to Lord Krishna. As you see in 9.26, Lord Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. Correct? Tadaham bhakti upahritam ashnami prayatatmanah. So Lord Krishna is not demanding very big things. He's just saying that you can give me one leaf, one flower, one fruit, or little water. Correct? But you give it with devotion, then I accept it. Correct? So in our life, we should learn to value this particular thing, that is the devotion. Correct? So how or what we should aspire for in our life should be clear. And these great devotees, they come to this world to show us that what is the most important thing to be aspired for in our life. So Narahari Sarkar, he appeared in this world even before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Okay. And in the place of Sri Khanda. So Sri Khanda is a place in West Bengal near Katwa. Okay. So Katwa is the place where Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas at the age of 24. Okay. So Narahari Sarkar appeared in the family of physicians, doctors. Okay. So his father was Narayan, Sri Narayan, and his mother's name is Gauri. So the eldest of the brothers was called Mukunda, and the second is Madhav, and thirdly Narahari Sarkar. Okay. So Narahari Sarkar, from the very childhood, he was sent to Navadvip, right? So what you see today as Mayapur, right? The Navadvip Dham. So the Navadvip Dham was the seat of learning, actually. Previously, especially Nyaya and other philosophies, logic was very prevalent in Navadvip. Okay, it is mentioned from all over the India, people would go to Navadvip to learn Shastras, especially Nyaya. So Narahari Sarkar, from the very beginning, he became a very great scholar, became a very great scholar. And not just scholarship, but he also became a great devotee. So scholarship is one thing, but being a devotee is another thing. Correct? So being a devotee, he worshipped Sri Radha and Krishna and wrote many books and many songs, right? He's known for writing songs and books glorifying the Supreme Lord. Okay, so this was even before, as I mentioned, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually started the Sankirtan movement. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to Gaya, he met his guru, Sri Ishwarapuri. So after he took initiation from him, right, after that only he started the Harinam Sankirtan movement. Okay, so before that, he was called Nimai Pandit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to debate with people, defeat them with logic and scholarship, right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a big scholar, very big scholar. Great scholars like Keshav Kashmiri were defeated by Nimai Pandit, correct? But the people in the Navadvip, they always felt that, this Nimai Pandit, if he became a devotee, that would be so nice. Because everybody there knew that devotion is something which is to be valued the most, which is to be cherished the most, right? So in this way, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met his guru, Srila Ishwarapuri, that is the time when he started his Sankirtan movement, right? And Narhari Sarkar was a constant associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from the very beginning during his childhood. So one more constant associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the beginning days was Srila Gadadhar Pandit. Okay, so you all know in the Panchatattva, you see on the left side of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is standing. His name is Srila Gadadhar Pandit. Okay, so Gadadhar Pandit was a very close friend of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and also was Narhari Sarkar. Okay, so I'm sure that you have also heard his name even before this class. Any of you remember where you have heard his name? Narahari. Very good. Yes, Gaurarti. So those who are attending Gaurarti, they know. Narahari Adi Kori Chamara Dulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Ghoshadi Gaya. So Narahari Adi Kori Chamara Dulaya. So you can see there the Gaur Arati picture is there, correct? The painting of Gaur Arati, correct? So there you can see a personality who is holding a chamar. You know chamar? The chamar. You know chamar? You know? Do you know chamar? Yes. So you can see in that picture. Can you spot the person who is holding the chamar? Where is the person who is holding the chamar? Yeah, correct. So he is Narahari Sarkar. Okay. And Sanjaya, Mukunda, Vasu, Ghosh, Adigaya. Sanjaya, Mukunda, and Vasudev Ghosh. So they are all singing. So you can see those who are singing, right? So they are the other three personalities. Okay. So in this way, Gaur Arati, the whole Arati song you can read and you can spot the different personalities where all who are standing. Right. So that's a interesting activity which you can do sometime. Okay. Yeah. So Narahari Sarkar speciality is that he would glorify Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as supreme personality of Godhead. You know. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would accept these prayers and songs that he would sing. So generally, we know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Channa avatar. The seventh canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, you will hear Prahlad Maharaj. There is some background noise coming. Somebody is unmuted. You can check out. So in Prahlad Maharaj, he says, in the Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord comes in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is a Channa avatar. Channa avatar means hidden incarnation. That's why you will see Lord is called as Triyugi many places. Triyugi means he comes only in three yugas. In the fourth yuga, he comes, but in a hidden way. Hidden way. So he is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is Krishna himself coming to this world to teach the Yuga Dharma. That is the Harinam Sankirtan. Harinam Sankirtan. So, Lord, when he comes in this world as a devotee, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he comes as a devotee, not as a Lord. So, whenever anybody would glorify him as Supreme Lord Vishnu or Krishna, he would just close his ears and say Vishnu, Vishnu, and run away from that place. He would not appreciate this kind of glorification. Why? Because there were many people during those times who equate the Jivatma with the Paramatma. Many people say we are only God. Correct? The Jivatma is none other than the Supreme Lord. So this kind of a notion, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to cut to pieces. Therefore, he would not entertain this kind of glorification if somebody tells him as a Supreme Lord. So to set an example, but there are few situations where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he is Supreme Lord himself, right? So some of them would glorify him as Supreme Lord, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would accept it. And one of them was Narahari Sarkar. Okay, so we should know that the um, the Supreme Lord comes to this world in order to teach us what is our real identity. Jiver Swarup Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. So the living entity is originally servant of the Supreme Lord, right? Um, and the Jivatma, when he understands that he is a person and the Supreme Lord is a person, then there is a relationship, correct? So relationship means personality, right? So yes, there are many spiritualists who try to approach the Supreme Lord's effulgence, which is called the Brahma Jyoti. So they are called the impersonalists. So they consider the Lord to not have eternally a form, but they think the energy is what is the ultimate, and the ultimate the energy of the Lord is in the form of Brahma Jyoti, and that is what is the ultimate truth. But if you see in the Bhagavad Gita 14:26, Lord Krishna says, Brahmano hi pratishtaham amritasya veyasya cha. So he's saying that this Brahman, which is the effulgence, is actually established by me. So the Lord as a person is the origin of even this Brahma Jyoti. We can see through the Bhagavad Gita. Correct? The effulgence, the bodily effulgence of the Lord comes as the Brahma Jyoti. Okay? So this personal liberation is especially given importance by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? And the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita speaks about that. Okay? So once in the place of Srikhanda, where Narahari Sarkar used to stay, so Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu, both of them walked into their house one day, and they performed Harinam Sankirtan, and there was Krishna Katha. See, when devotees come, when the Lord comes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu goes with his devotees. So what they would do is only Harinam Sankirtan and speak about Krishna, and they would relish. This was their everyday affair. Right? And when they came here also, they did that. And at one point of time, the two lords, they requested Narhari Sarkar, especially Nityanand Prabhu said, we know who you are. So we know what is your position. So we want that you serve us some honey. So Nityanand Prabhu is Balram himself. So he was saying that we know who you are, means he is originally Madhumati in the spiritual world, serving Radha Krishna with honey. So Narahari Sarkar was here in this world, was asked that please serve us some sweet honey. Hearing this instruction, immediately Narahari Sarkar went around and he started searching for honey. And then, just by his desire, strong desire, there was a lake outside his house, and that entire lake got converted into honey. The entire lake of water got converted to honey. And even today, that lake is there. That name of the lake is Madhu Pushkarini. Madhu Pushkarini. But unfortunately, the honey is not there in the lake. It has become the water. But the potency of Narahari Sarkar is fresh, still present in that lake. Hmm? So, Narahari Sarkar's the desire was so intense that Lord reciprocated with him, hmm, by making the entire lake into honey. Can you imagine a lake of honey? Correct. Um, so my Guru Maharaj says that if he uh, was in Jagannath Puri, he would have converted the entire ocean into honey. Hmm. So that would have been also been possible. But there was only lake outside his house. Therefore, that became honey. Hmm. So, how did this happen? The philosophy is by the desire of the devotee, hmm, anything and everything is possible. The Jivatma has only the ability to desire, but it is a Lord who actually fulfills those desires. Hmm? Like you can see, Srila Prabhupada also. Srila Prabhupada had so much intense desire to fulfill the desires of his Guru, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, to preach in the Western world in English language. Hmm? So, Srila Prabhupada actually did not have any external so-called skills. His English was also very simple of Bengali style, correct? And what he had carried, hardly, 40 rupees. And he had some books, Srimad Bhagavatam, 200 sets of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam he was carrying. And it's not that those books were very colorful and very nicely bound, with high quality pages. No, it was very simple Indian style of binding. That too, 1960s style of binding. Correct. So, materially speaking, it was Srila Prabhupada did not have anything which was very impressive to the Western world. Correct. But one thing very strong Srila Prabhupada had, that was a desire. That desire to please his Guru, desire to please Krishna. Correct. So Srila Prabhupada was successful because he had two very powerful things. One was he was having the faith on the instruction of his Guru, and second is that he was having intense faith on the holy name of the Lord. Because of these two things, the Lord made everything possible. Hmm? So the devotee has only to desire. The devotee has only to desire. And the Lord will fulfill everything. Lord will fulfill everything. Correct? So it is mentioned that even in ISKCON, Mumbai, Chowpatty, correct? Srila Prabhupada once was in Bharati Vidya Bhavan, and he just pointed his skin to that road and said, there should be our center here. And in 1985, 86, so there was a center, and now it's a ISKCON Chowpatty temple, which is the home of so many very vibrant devotees. So in this way, when a guru desires, then things can happen. So the Lord is always eager to hear our prayers. Ye yathamam prapadyante tam sataiva bhajamyaham. So when you come in front of the Lord and you pray, you are actually expressing your desires. Hmm? And the Lord hears them. And if our desire is intense, then the Lord will fulfill those desires also very soon. Hmm? If our desire is not so intense, then the Lord is also not very eager to fulfill them, because we are ourselves not really desiring it. you know so therefore we should develop this tendency to do everything to the best possible way, like any seva also which says given to us, right? We should do it to the best possible way. In the beginning stage, our tendency is to somehow get it done, right? Say if your any one of the devotee is telling you to do some seva, like can you serve prasadam here for devotees who are sitting, right? So one thing would be to just somehow serve, and then you take your plate and sit for prasad. Correct. Without worrying, okay, if somebody needs something more, who will be there to serve, right? So the tendency is just to get it done. Hmm? Even if the place is clean or not, if you don't check, and just complete it somehow or other, because Prabhuji ne bola hai, right? So that is not very impressive to the Lord. So when one puts heart into the service, and does it very perfectly, then it is very pleasing to the Supreme Lord. Correct, no? So love actually means to serve. So when you say you want to develop love for Krishna, Krishna Prem, so what is the meaning of that? The meaning is we want to serve. Hmm? And serve means to please. Okay? So service means to please. So in this way, um, finally, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he left this world, so Narahari Sarkar was still there in this world, performing his wonderful pastimes. And it is mentioned that Narahari Sarkar was a guru to many, many great disciples, many great devotees. Like Raghunandan Thakur was a very great acharya. He was a disciple of Narahari Sarkar. And the author of Chaitanya Mangal, Lochan Das Thakur. hmm, so the autobiographies of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there are many. One of them is called Chaitanya Mangal. So the author is Lochan Das Thakur, and Narahari Sarkar was the guru of Lochan Das Thakur. And also Srinivas Acharya. Okay, so he was also another great Acharya in our parampara. So in his childhood days, so he took a lot of inspiration and accepted Narahari Sarkar as his Shiksha Guru. And later he took Diksha from Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Right? And then we have also Narottam Das Thakur, Shyamanand Pandit. All of them are very, very great devotees who did preaching in the Bengal and Orissa region, especially Shyamanand Prabhu. Right? So if you see even the Harinam Sankirtan, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do Harinam Sankirtan in the Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra, right? So he would form seven groups. And in that one of the groups was led by the Sri Khandavasis, correct? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Narahari and Raghunandan would be the dancers in this group, right? So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, finally, we will end this class with this one powerful point. So, the three brothers, that is Mukunda Narahari and Madhav, uh, and when the Srikandavasis, they come to Chaitanya to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Puri. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave them instructions, and the instructions are as follows. So you see, Narahari, he was a sannyasi, and he was a very great devotee, poet and author, and also preacher. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Narahari Sarkar to stay with devotees and preach this message to everyone. Okay, this was the instruction he gave. And next to Mukunda. So Mukunda was a grihastha devotee, he was a married man, right? But he was a very great devotee too. So, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, therefore, told Mukunda to earn material and spiritual wealth. Hmm? So, as a married man, one needs to work and earn some money to maintain his household life, correct? But that is not sufficient. So, he's saying you have to earn material wealth also and also spiritual wealth, correct? So, and then finally, to Raghunandan, who was the son of Mukunda. hmm, so he told him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him that you worship the deity very regularly. Worship the deity, correct? So in this way, you can see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the form of a guru. He is instructing the different devotees to perform different sevas. And in this way, we would like to pray today to Shri Narahari Sarkar for giving us a drop of his um, love which he had for the Supreme Lord. Okay, so on this day of Ekadashi, let's all offer prayers to the lotus feet of Sri Narahari Sarkar, that they can help us to become firm and fixed in our bhakti practice, sadhana practice, so that we can cross over the different doubts and different oppositions which can come in our life due to, say, friends or the other philosophies or our own near and dear ones. And be stable and go ahead in our practice of bhakti very stably. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we'll end here. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Narahari Sarkar Pad ki jai. Ekad